Yes, people, FJTV. So apologies, and I look at it, whatever. Just finished my shift, finished training, just a quick one on a Sunday, which is what obviously today is, Sunday the 7th of September. Obviously you'll be able to see from the upload date, it's the same day. And I'm just going to jump straight in. This is kind of unplanned. I got two little bits of paper in front of me, receipts that I've wrote on, with a couple of bits of notes. One of them was from the DMT trip video. I know it's quite a long video. I had a lot that I wanted to get off my chest in that one. No pun intended, because obviously mentioned the chest tattoo I got. Simply just to mention the mantra that I was replaying in my mind and visualizing and focusing on. And I can't lie, after that video uploaded, I always get that same self-aware feeling where I feel like, brother, I'm bait-faced on the internet, potentially for the world to see. Obviously, I know I'm always sort of tempting fate, saying, you know what, let fucking give me the eyes of the universe, but the eyes of the world. And really and truly, people I have to see and interact with on a daily basis. But owed into my most recent video after that, the current most recent one, until I upload this one, obviously, simulation feedback loop on a daily basis. And in the last few months, a couple of times I forgot to relay that feedback loop. That whatever I catch myself doing, if I feel like it's negative or feel like I'm in a negative downward spiral or slope or whatever analogy, I'm like, brother, remember, you know Josh in here, and really in here, what's the truth? I'm in a simulation and I'm an immortal soul, therefore nothing can hurt me, kill me, break me, nothing. It's all for my highest favour. You know what I'm saying, bro? And we can mentally recheck, almost rewire in, what's the word? In real time. But there's 2 minutes gone already as a little intro. And I'm not going to lie. So like I said, since my last video, simulation feedback loop, I'm pretty sure that was Wednesday this week. So from then, straight away, some nonsense happened at my work where the gym I work in, I felt like I was in Chicken Little, bro. The sky started falling down the roof, that every now and then had a little bit of, water leaking. We're in England, we had the bad weather, the change in the weather, started pissing it down, started raining, literally inside the gym for about 20 minutes or whatever. So obviously, let's clear the gym, clean that or whatever. I was just laughing in my own mind. I thought, hey man, it ain't coming out of my pocket. I got paid, I think, the day before, after, having to fucking chase them up for it. But that's neither here nor there. That's one thing, yeah. I'm going to list a few other things. And as I already said, simulation feedback loop, Josh. Because really, these videos, I'm talking to myself. Even as other people watching this, I'm still, or I, as the ultimate source of everything, so are you, talking to myself, through myself, for myself, which is the people watching and listening, whatever, yeah? Same way, brother, like I said, man, almost tempt fate, and I have done for the last 2 years, been on YouTube with this channel, yeah, making the content, whatever, and this weird, windy road I've been on in life. And like I said, reminding myself, all right, simulation feedback loops, cool, that happened Wednesday, I'm like, yeah, whatever. The days are going on, and then again, the negativity, it's like the walls are closing in. I'm saying to myself, Josh, you know what you need to be doing? Yeah, I've got, like my notes in front of me, like bullet points, almost a laundry list of things that, bro, yeah, above everything, we've got a current routine, that's kind of survival mode. Like I said, to even pay for this fucking gaff that I'm paying out my ass for, and I'm going to get to that. Well, yeah, my current routine, I apologize if you can hear my belly start to rumble there, because I'm still fasted after not eating, after training, and I still haven't broken my fast the same way I haven't had a shower yet, a cold shower. But, I thought, let's get this out my brain, because I'm in that mode where the caffeine is still in my system, which again, you know what you need to do, Josh, we need a caffeine detox, and really we need to start up here and slowly detox. Every now and then we have one, but we need to allow the energy drinks. Yeah, coffee is one thing, but you know better as I talk to myself like that. Yeah, anyway, last couple of days, again, felt myself like, fuck's sake, I've literally done a YouTube video, simulation feedback loop, reminding myself constantly, bro, you know what's going on, you know what's happening in the world, in the external, yeah, but obviously we focus on the internal, and really this avatar's immediate external, yeah, not looking at obviously the pixels, when I say the pixels, I mean, you know what pixels, but in terms of what I'm about to talk about, which is, the global news or whatever's going on in the world, all I know is I'm seeing it through a phone screen. How do I know it's true? Yeah. Obviously, I see what I see in my surroundings and my day-to-day routine and lifestyle, but that's neither here nor there. So again, saying to myself, you know what you need to do, yeah? It's a simulation feedback loop. The negativity is a reflection of your positivity. This same way, bro, I'm just about catching, I mean, the sun's already gone down now, so it's going to get dark soon. So little mental notes of speed run the rest of this. I don't want to do a long ass video, even though I say it all the time. So I'm saying this negativity that's like creeping like a spider, like slowly but surely, it's like I can't quite see it, but every now and then I can feel it like fucking creeping up on me, yeah? The negativity and the bullshit, yeah? So like I'm saying, quick little bullet point notes that I got to get through this video. Some that I made while at work. So like I said, when I'm feeling that feeling, I'm feeling the caffeine effects, I'm fasted, I'm in that headspace where everything's starting to really piss me off, bruv, yeah? And I know what they want for me. I know what they want at the highest level, that think they're pulling strings for us, like we're puppets. Really, it's my immortal soul, same as yourself, that operates this avatar like the puppeteer. You know what I'm saying? Hence why when I do my training session after, yeah, we just go straight into the flow state, yeah? 5 minutes on the treadmill, just get my legs going, little slight movements here and there, get my breath in, yeah, a little bit of quick stretching on the mats, straight on the heavy bag, around the just movement, letting my shots go, no real power. And then we graft, yeah, set the boxing timer. So as I hear that ding ding, bruv, you're in a fight, treat it as such, yeah, keep your fucking hands up, which I didn't do in my last one, February, but, whatever. We live and we learn. We literally learn, yeah. Take 2 L's, that's a life lesson, yeah. But again, let me not waffle. So again, like I said, I'm in that mode. I'm feeling what I'm feeling. I'm gonna say some stuff today, but my point of what I'm building to, yeah, don't speak the negativity out loud. It's all well and good if you feel like you need to rant. I feel like I want to stand on my tiptoes just to get that light on my face. Or in my eyes, rather. It's all well and good when I'm venting, yeah, to my brothers. But it's another thing when I catch myself in the moment at work, when I'm surrounded by AIM and the NPCs are blending in. Some of them are very clear what they are. And some of them are the same ones that, I don't want to dwell on it too much, but put it this way, I've been working this current job for the last year. Again, as we know, time is an illusion, whatever. But we experience the here and now, we can still quantify it anyway. And I've seen people's energy change towards me. And you know what it was? As soon as some of these motherfuckers saw me training on them heavy bags, that ain't me bigging myself up. That's me saying, bro, I didn't even see myself the way some of these lot must do. And then randomly compliments, randomly people have the respect when they're talking to me, yeah. So I'm like, bro, I check people all the time, bro. People walking up and they're like, and you watching this, you might think, what the fuck was that meant to be? Exactly, bro. That's someone saying, get me a bottle of water. You know what I'm saying, bro, as I'm operating the fucking front desk of the gym. And the amount of times I got bored counting, the amount of times I was like, huh? Or some people be like, oh, I'm like, what? Forcing them to use their words because I'm not a dog, yeah? Much as sometimes I'm like, when I'm in the car on my own. I'm being facetious, but I'm low-key not. My point with that is, people will give me the respect I demand as a man, yeah? Not that I deserve, that I demand, yeah? Because for too many times, brother, I used to bite my tongue, I used to swallow my pride, and then I got to a point where I thought, you know what, bro? Give me an excuse to crash out on some dickhead who hasn't got any manners. But then again, simulation feedback loop, Josh, that's what they're wanting to do. They're trying to draw the energy out of you. So imagine that. I have a shit week of training, yeah? Diet ain't really on point, ain't really been stretching, maybe hitting the weed a little bit too hard and passing out as opposed to doing what I like to do after I get in that meditated state. Work, bullshit, nonsense, bills. Then a little dickhead creeps into the gym. Simulation feedback loop, a little NPC with a pre-programmed, as if like the Hunger Games, like one of these little, I'm not going to say it, but one of these entities sat at a computer screen, create an avatar, here's your action, here's your objective, like the fucking Terminator, like that red screen, and then they see Josh, target, locked, initiate, to try and draw me out and draw a reaction and energy leaving me, yeah? So like I said, I didn't mean to get too deep on it when I mentioned in the long form video when I talk about the DMT and a couple of days later I get my chest tattooed. Yeah, I know some people in this community, whatever, have opinions, but at the end of the day, this is one of many avatars I just happen to be operating right now. Yeah, we could even argue that on some weird quantum level, I'm operating, say this one's Josh, this one's whoever, you know what I'm saying? I'm operating multiple at once in this simulation, some of them interacting with one another, you get what I'm saying? But again, simulation feedback loops are cool. My point, as I'm 10 minutes in, don't speak the negativity out loud. It's all well and good when I meditate on it and I'm very consciously aware of a hell of a lot of things, yeah? But then when, what day is it? Yeah, when Friday some bullshit happens, today some bullshit happens, and I catch myself at work and I'm ranting to one too many people, I'm venting a little bit. The same way, bro, I've said to a few people, I know the cameras that are watching every part of the gym, the audio is crystal clear, apparently, that one of the other staff members decided to be like, yo, Josh, by the way, let me just tell this in you. And I'm like, okay, like mentally noted, innit? And sometimes if I'm having a deep, I say deep, but, you know, convo with someone, catch myself and shit, I'll let this person know. I'll say, oh yeah, by the way, just know that, yeah, what I'm saying? Yeah, cool. Just so they're aware, so they can operate accordingly, yeah? However they'd like to. Same way I'm looking at the other notes. Yeah, that was my main point for this video. And then there's something that I didn't touch on that are my notes from the DMT video, and I'll get to that in a second. So first and foremost, like I said, this didn't need to be what it currently is, 11.5 minutes to explain that point of, like I said in my last video, simulation feedback loop, the negativity, the walls are closing in. You already know what you need to do, yeah? And if you really truly are like, when I say that, you're like, Josh, I don't, meditate on it. You don't need me or anyone else in the entire cosmos, yeah? What you need to do, I'm not even let me say like, you need to, but here's my advice. Especially now as it's gonna get dark, lock off your phone. And again, no matter what your living situation is, bro, yeah, because I said it on the drive home, I said, you know what, bar for bar, let me say it, I saw the beautiful sunset as I was driving home after training. And out loud, I was like, look at that. I said, look what the best version of Josh has done for everyone today. Look, we all get to look at that and feel this positivity. Yeah, not even the fact that I've like survived the day or whatever, but I did what I needed to do. There were certain boxes that need ticking and I did it. Bare minimum, that training session, it's a drop in the ocean, but it still remains irregardless, yeah. It's still a ripple effect in time and time space, quantum field, whatever mouth noise you need to hear to get what I'm relaying across, yeah. And out loud, and I'm saying, and I'm feeling the energies. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, YouTube video, bro. This is the point. This is why you see everything you see. This is why everything keeps happening. The same way I keep tapping on my head like it's Chinese water torture, yeah, because I don't feel that as a negative thing. It's fucking, I'm dialed the fucking, bro. I know I'm, yeah, people keep saying lock in, the winter arc, this and that. I see the brain rot, bro, yeah. I got it wrote and sellotaped to my wardrobe. Don't doom scroll. There's a path to freedom. Walk it, yeah. That ain't just empty words, bro. I know what that means deep in my heart. Obviously, the doom scrolling's a bit surface level, but there's a path to freedom, and you know what this path is, and you know what it takes and what it will take. But like I keep saying, do or do not. There is no try. I'm not trying to be a professional fighter. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm embodying everything I set out to do a long time ago, yeah? And a little, for no other reason than because it's like, well, I said so I'm going to do it, yeah? Because I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of action. And again, I know some people, I'm self-aware of these videos, but if I watch them back, I'm going to chop it up for the short, so I watch it from start to finish, dial the fuck in, no distractions. Even that was a side tangent from what I was about to actually try and say, which is that no matter, fuck it, let's get a bit more light on this. No matter your living situation, yeah, even in this flat, even though I've got my own little space and my own place and I was manifesting it and I was saying it out loud, every single day I was waking up in my last living situation, splashing water on my face as well, because I'm really feeling like, I'm assuming you can hear that, because I can hear that, because it's real, yeah. Every day in my last living situation, I'm so happy and grateful I finally moved out into my own place and my own space. And a couple of other mantras, yeah. The same way the current one. That was obviously splashing more on my face. I'm so happy and grateful I've quantum leaped to the perfect Highlander timeline. Everything is manifesting perfectly in my highest favour. What is the Highlander timeline? As I mentioned in previous videos, and I'll say it again in this one, this current avatar with his current life experience from this POV with my Scottish Highlander ancestry. It's not lost on me. The synchronicities I see now on a almost minute by minute timeline. But the synchronicities I've seen for my entire life, and the facts that no matter what anyone wants to say, this person, that person, opinions, let's look at the facts for little old Josh's life from start to now to what will be. Yeah, I'm a Highlander. Same way in a past life, I know 1,000,000% I was stood on the Scottish mountains seeing these legions of the Romans as they were invading our lands. I don't want to say this and that, but bruv, I've had the visions in deep, sober, meditative states. Through simply my breath, which is what a beautiful springboard to my next point, which is to finish that big tangent. See how I say I always bring it full fucking circle. No matter your living situation, you can still sit your ass on your bed or shit man on the floor. I was sleeping on the floor for a few months, almost a year at times. Yeah, it's been like that, bruv. Shit man, it weren't the first time in childhood. Sorry, mum and dad, I had to put that out there on the internet, yeah. But the note right in front of me as I said that, breath, conquer, death, yeah. Why do you think in all my videos, every time I'm like, yeah? That's why I got a dragon's face on my chest, because I was seeing that really deep in here when I was getting them crazy DMT trips through activating it through my lungs, which is through this avatar. And that's why it's fitness journeys. This physical avatar will set you free. You're already holding all the keys, Neo. Yeah, some of them doors, they want them to stay locked, but you can unlock them in your mind, in a vision, to then say, oh, okay, I can operate this way, and these doors will swing open for me no matter what they try and do. And I know sometimes when I speak like that, you got to be able to read between the lines, and it's a little bit cryptic. And shit, man, I'm self-aware enough. But like I say, let the eyes of the universe, let everyone in my workspace see this video and all the members of the gym and whatnot. And certain people come like, with their negativity. Hey, man, but I'll be damned if any of them say it to my blood clot face, bruv. And that don't come from me. Yeah, I'm this big. But nah, bruv, I embodied that from a long time ago. And there was times when I was making videos for the channel and I let certain things slide here and there when I was operating in life. And that's the universe. And like I said in older videos, the divine mirror. Every single day you're looking at yourself through a mirror, even through the NPCs and other things, because you're seeing, I never want to be like that. I never want to embody that. And I never want to conduct myself in that way or have these acts. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the same like I said, at any point, when I say you know what you need to do and you do and you feel that, that's cool. But if you're really truly saying, no, I'm still unsure, I still don't really know, bare minimum, sit down, meditate, clear your mind. Every thought that comes, it's a cloud, and let it pass in this big blue, deep ocean sky that's your mind. And even if the darkness starts to just overlay whatever you're thinking and you sit in that place, eventually you'll start to realise things that you want. Same way I'm fasted right now. I want to eat because my body from my stomach is sending that signal to my brain, but my brain's overriding that by saying, no, we're not eating right now, so tough shit, drink some water, because I've still got to have my cold shower, do my stretching, whatever. Evening routine, yeah, and then meditation, cool. And focus on your breath, and that's all it takes. And it might take more than one session, yeah. But that's the boy. I nearly dropped the phone, but I can't because I got lightning reflexes like a jaguar in the jungle. And then my last little point, because I dragged it on and I haven't mentioned it yet. But my whole point for this video, like I said in my last one, the simulation feedback loop, and this is, fuck it. Shall I come up with a title on the fly? Negativity. Simulation feedback loop. Override the negativity, yeah? Remember, I'm in a simulation, so there's my feedback loop, yeah? Whatever weirdness goes on or whatever bullshit, I'm in a simulation, that's why, yeah? Any negativity that really does get flung my way like shit and sticks, and I gotta wipe that shit off, and I gotta have a shower now to feel clean again, yeah? Hypothetically, hyperbole, but you get what I mean, yeah? Simulation feedback loop, it's for my higher self, yeah? And again, any of the bullshit in real time, like a thing that popped up today, I swear it was Friday. It would have been Friday. Of course it was Friday, because Friday I did Friday night boxing and it was on the way to the nature reserve, but on the way there. You get what I mean? And again, for the purpose of the video, to make my point, I'm not going to say it out loud. Yeah? Said it a little bit out loud today. Caught myself in the moment. Josh, you're dumping on these people a little bit too much. Same way I say to some people, I'm like, yo, I don't want to trauma dump. There's 20 minutes. The last point of the video. Something I'll leave you with. A little bit of food for thought. There are certain yoga poses you can do. The point of the pose, there's two reasons from my perspective. A, you're stretching out tension in your body. As we know, you hold tension because of stress and this and that, yeah? But two, when you're holding certain poses and you focus on your breath, you could almost feel how pockets of energy get trapped in your body and you either release it or you inhale fully. And as I'm doing different contortions, there we go, I feel a crack needed to come. Pause, however that sounded. Almost like you feel the air is like expanding within you. I know I kind of butchered that a little bit, but you get what I mean. Yeah, certain poses we can hold. Same way the one that I keep talking about, and I saw it in a film, but I've dragged the video on, so that'll be my story for the next one, because all the truth you will ever need is in any and every film you decide to consume with your third eye flickering the whole time. You'll see everything you need to see. That's way too long. As we can see, it's quite dark. As I stand normally, you can see it's like the fucking sunset fully, near enough. But yeah, same way. Cold shower. I'm staying fasted. I'm going to do a little bit of a water fast through the night. I've said it, so I'll stick to it. I've got a little bit of food I could get through, but fuck it, I said it now. I was debating doing it, but now I've said it out loud. Clearly that was not a Freudian slip. I know what I must do. A couple of other things, you know, same way I just mentioned, stretching, yoga, if you want. Doesn't really matter, it's a mouth noise. Stretching is stretching and breathing, same thing. And then we meditate. And then tomorrow's Monday. Whole heap of things I need to get done and continue to do. And the same, like I said, bro, same way it's getting dark around me on the video, yeah, because of the lighting. That's how it feels right now. And that's the point. When you're this close to fucking greatness. And sometimes it's like, bro, I can see the light breaking the surface of the water in this ocean of negativity. I feel like I'm drowning in, and I can't even... Just knocked one of my notes on the floor. I can't even break it as I reach, and I've got no oxygen left as I'm... Yeah. But that's just when you're about to burst through into the light of the universe. I don't know, I kind of butchered that, fuck it. Stabs on your purpose. There's 22 minutes, like I said, man. Simulation feedback loop, it's not fucking real. Same way I don't even care if people below me or adjacent to me in this building, I give a fuck if they can hear this. Let anyone look me in the eye, hear what I've got to say, because I definitely don't dump my opinions on people in my day-to-day, yeah? But like one of the because bare minimum, I said it in order of a bare minimum, I'll just look at someone and be like, yeah, all right, and? If they want to take it to physical, I don't even need to say it, do I? What do I do on a daily basis, motherfuckers? Train. Anyway, stabs in your purpose. Let's fucking go, yeah. Don't let the negativity, don't let it creep in, brother. You can override it every single second. You can catch yourself in the present moment, because the only thing that exists is the present moment. Same with this present moment. I'm stood in my kitchen, my phone on me, and I can smell myself because I need to have a shower, yeah? And when you catch yourself and the negativity and you feel like you want to react and bite, but you know that that voice in you is like, that's negative, you gotta focus and center yourself, yeah? Let's go.